Melissa here. Today we are doing Robyn's Christmas nails, and strangely enough, this is actually the only actual Christmas set I'm doing, even though I'm not sure I would call this even actual Christmas, but it does use Christmas colors, so it's kind of there. So today we're going to be using Double Dipped Pining Over You, Haiku for the gold, Got Milk, and then I'm actually going to be using my Roslyn White just as a base for some of the decals we're going to use. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a color block, and I'm going to be using these amazing Snowflake decals that I got from Etsy last year. I am not sure if they are available now. I will look, and if I can find it, I will put the link below so that you can try and get them, but just beware, they do come from overseas, so they take a little while to get to you. So right now I'm just going to start by doing a light buff on her nail, her natural nail, very light. Right now I'm just going to use the Prep Bond. This will help dehydrate the nail and prevent lifting. I'm going to go ahead and dip out the base colors for the nails that are just solid color, which I'm doing Pining Over You on these two. Yes. Got Milk. No, I'm doing one dip of the white on this so that that middle nail doesn't end up so thick. I'm just doing one dip of a white nail, but I'm going to be using Got Milk on this nail with Pining Over You in the color block, and then Haiku here. We're just going to dip out the solid colors real fast. Okay, now that I have the solid colors dipped out, once again, I only did one dip of white on this nail because we're going to be doing a decal on it, and these decals are three-dimensional, so it requires a lot of encapsulating, which adds bulk, and we don't want the nail to be too thick, so just the one dip of color underneath. For this, I'm going to do just a little bit of a color block, so I'm going to do green to about here, and then white down the rest of the nail. So I'm going to go ahead and get my Pining Over You. I'm going to get my scraper. It's the scraping end of my cuticle pusher. And I'm going to go ahead and apply the liquid just in the top about third of the nail. Likes to bunch up right there. And then I'm just going to scrape this to make a clean line where I want the green to end, straight line. I'm gonna put more base just where the green is and do another layer or two there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and activate the green. Wait for that to harden, and then I'm going to take a file and just kind of file along the edge to straighten that line out, and also try and buff any of the colored dip that's on the nail off of it. Make sure that there's no staining on the nail, which there is right now, so it doesn't show through the sheer white we're going to put over the top. Okay, so now we're going to just take the base and put it just right in the area where there is no dip and dip into our other color, which we are using Got Milk. So I'm just going to carefully make sure it goes all the way up to the line of where the green ends, all the way around, and then just down the nail. And I'm going to keep doing this, layers of this, until it's about even with how high the green is. Okay, it's all right if it's not perfectly flush, because we will be filing the whole thing down so that they're even, and that will actually even straighten out the line when we do that. So I'm going to go ahead and activate all of the nails, and we're going to file them, all except for her. She don't need to be filed. Okay, now we're going to get into our water slide decals. So I'm going to start by putting a layer of gel base on both of the nails I'm going to be putting decals on, which are these two, the middle two. So I'm going to put a layer of gel base on and then cure for 30 seconds. Okay, so the decals we're going to use, I'm going to be using this one here and this one here. So it's a little bit different than what we used on our last hand, but this set only came with 10, so we can't really be picky. So it's gonna be a little bit different then, but I think it'll be good. So her ring finger is a lot smaller than her middle finger is, so we're using the smaller decal for the ring, larger one for the middle. So we're just going to cut it out as well as we can. This one is actually going to just be on the half of the nail. We're just going to have the decal come from where the green starts and go down. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a portion of it off so that hopefully it'll keep most of the snowflake on the nail. So I'm going to cut it about here so that's shorter. And then we will do this one. I'm going to go ahead and cut out this one as well so that it's ready to go on the nail. Okay, so I just have a little bowl of water, just a little bit of water here. And I'm going to take my decal here, just drop that in for 20 seconds or so. Drop it on a paper towel, dry it off a little bit. I'm just going to try and separate it. This one doesn't like to separate as easily as a lot of other water slide decals do. I don't know if it's because of the 3D aspect, but definitely takes a little more encouragement to get movement. There we go. I'm just going to place it down on the nail where I want it to be as I'm separating it so it doesn't get curled up. Just pulling the backing out from under it. Press it down in place where I want it. All right, let's do the other one. And same thing, I'm just gonna push it off of the backing right where I want it to go onto the nail first, and then pull the backing off. So it just lays on, and then I just have to press it down onto the nail where I want it. These are such pretty decals. All right, I'm just gonna kind of cut it off where there's extra little. Can also be filed off once you have it all secured. Okay, I'm gonna pop this in and bake them just a little bit longer. Gonna be doing some nail tape where the green meets the decal here. Just kind of wanna figure out the distance I gotta cut here. I'm going to put just a little bit of base right there in that line where I want it. Just gonna place it here. Flash it. Oh my gosh, it's coming up again. It's fine. We're encapsulating it in clear. That will hold it down. This tape is not my friend today. So we're just going to do some clear dips over the top of this to encapsulate the decal. All right, gonna go ahead and activate. And what's up? Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's good. It's gonna take some cleaning up. That decal is still folding over the nail.
Okay.
I didn't file it off the end because I wanted to make sure it was secured. Sure. So now we're going to buff. We're gonna activate, then file these two nails, and then we can finish them off. Okay, now we're just going to go ahead and activate and top coat everything, and then we'll be done. All right, and there we go with our beautiful decal mani, as close to Christmassy as I'm getting this year. We're just going to let her dry for a minute, and then we'll clean up her cuticles, wipe her down with acetone, get some cuticle oil on these hands so that these hangnails stop coming, and that's it. Anyway, thank you so much, as always, for joining me. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.